When you're talking to somebody in person, making eye contact is critical. And when you're on video, your eye contact sends a silent message that can either help or crush your credibility. Why is that? And what can you do about it? Hey, it's Larry again. We all know that eye contact sends a message. Today, I'm going to tell you some stuff you already sort of know, but you know it on a subconscious level. I'm going to bring it into your conscious thinking, and then I'm going to give you a couple of tools that you can use to take advantage of eye contact on video. Everybody knows that keeping eye contact means you're interested. Think about being on a date or a one-on-one business meeting. If the other person is constantly looking away while you're talking, and these days they might be looking at their phone or something else that's distracting them, there's a strong message that you aren't important enough for them to pay attention to. And if you're talking and you're looking away, you signal that you really don't care about the person that you're talking to. Here's the thing. We've all been aware of the meanings of eye contact ever since we were little kids, and we're still tuned into that, even if it's just on a subconscious level. So there are a couple of takeaways here. First, you should always do whatever you can to keep eye contact with the camera during live streams, Zoom calls, and even recorded and edited business videos. It takes practice to not look around the screen at the other people on the Zoom meeting, but it's worth the effort. Just be sure to listen to the meeting and look at the camera. And that's really all you normally have to do. If you're part of a big Zoom meeting, it's worth turning off your camera if you look away from the camera for something like getting a drink or eating or even jotting notes because you're paying attention to what the speaker has to say. It just looks like you're not paying attention. If there's a big group of people and you just flip your camera off, it's not going to be a big deal. Now, I have some software that lets me put up a picture of me so it looks like I'm paying attention even when I'm not on camera. But if you need to be the person that's talking, and if it's more of a presentation than a conversation, you can benefit from notes. And when you're on camera, like on the TV news, they have a teleprompter. Well, in the home office, there are some teleprompter options. One I did recently was I put a bunch of notes in a text document, and then I pushed that text document right up to the very top of my computer screen. And since my webcam was sitting just on top of my computer monitor, the notes were just an inch or so below the camera. So when I was looking at the notes and scrolling through the notes using my mouse on my desktop, it looked pretty much like I was looking at the camera, even though I was looking at the monitor just below the camera. But you don't have to do anything that complicated if you don't want to. You could just get a sticky note. Put it right on top or right below your camera with just a few bullet points, things that you already kind of know, but it's just reminders to keep you on track during your presentation. Every once in a while, just glance and look at the list and then back at the camera. When I'm doing presentation videos like this one, or maybe something for a commercial client, I use a more legit teleprompter. If I'm in a commercial studio, I use whatever they have available, and a lot of them have some very high-end teleprompter devices and even teleprompter operators. But when I'm in my home studio and I'm 6 or more feet away from the camera, I have my iPad mounted in a tablet holder just below the camera lens. I did a whole video all about that, so I'll link to that other video in the comments below if that's something you're interested in. Now, besides eye contact, there are all kinds of things that send messages about your confidence, your expertise, your believability, your likability. There's the words you use. That's going to affect how people think about you, but beyond that, things like a shiny face, your spoken pace, your stance, whether or not you're smiling, what you're doing with your hands. If you say a whole lot, these can all send different kinds of negative messages. Here's a fun one. If you use multisyllabic vernacular to illustrate or demonstrate your intellect as opposed to articulating a more relatable patois while communicating your business's core substance to the target marketplace, you don't sound smart. You're annoying at best, but most people are just going to get the vibe that you're fake and phony. So there's a lot of little stuff that you can touch up and fix to be better on video. And it's different little things for different people. I learned this stuff because I have a degree in communications, and then I've also been on camera for more than 2 decades. If you want to be great on camera, You don't have to do some semesters in college to get a mastery of it. You can learn all this stuff by just watching some of my tips and tricks videos like this one. Plus, there's even a book out there about looking great, coming across as friendly, and sounding smart on video. It's called Great on Camera, and you can find out all about it at greatoncamera.com. That's a wrap. I'm Larry Becker, and I'll see you next time.